Hello guys, hope you are doing well. So today we are going to discuss the second problem. Insert interval. I have already solved merge interval and uploaded to my YouTube channel under merge intervals playlist. So today we are going to solve insert interval problem. This is frequently asked problems in product-based companies like Google, Facebook, Amazon. Let's check in what company this problem has been asked. So this problem has been asked 9 times in Amazon, 8 times in Google, 6 times in Facebook, 2 times in Twitter, and 2 times in ServiceNow in just last 6 months. And this problem is also asked in like LinkedIn 6 times, Uber 3 times, Oracle 2 times. And it is also asked for Microsoft 4 times, Apple 4 times, Data Miner 3 times, and Adobe 2 times. So this problem quite carries a weight actually. So we need to do this problem before going into any kind of interview, any product-based companies interview. So let's start with the problem description first. So it is it states that given a set of non-overlapping intervals, okay, we are given that intervals are non-overlapping, but we need to insert a interval into intervals and merge if necessary. Okay, so you may assume that intervals were initially sorted according to their start time. Okay, so it is given like we are given some intervals and that is sorted and disjoint actually, and another interval. So we need to insert this interval into these intervals, and if there is any overlapping portion, then we need to merge that as we previously did like in the merge interval. So the merge process would be going to like that only, and but insertion process takes another approach. So how we are going to insert it into like its proper position. So and it is also given that array is sorted actually. Oh, this is sorted. So there are various cases actually where this interval can be inserted. So there are 4 cases like I can consider for inserting this interval. So this interval maybe like could be the first interval. Okay, so it should be inserted into the far uh, starting left. Okay, this interval could be the let's say rightmost interval. This interval could be inserted after the rightmost interval, interval of the given intervals. Okay, so this is the last interval, and another could be like it could be disjoint with any other intervals, but it is to be inserted in somewhere between list of intervals, and it is not overlapping. And the fourth case would be like it needs to be inserted into the array and it is overlapping. So basically 4 cases we need to consider actually. So and it is given array is already sorted, so we'll check. uh, we will try to first find we'll try to ignore all the intervals and add them to our answer list and final answer list, which were previously ended from the given interval actually, like uh, the intervals that has been ended before the new interval. First we find those and simply add them to our answer. Okay, and then we'll insert this interval, and then we check for merge, and after the merge completed we'll check for like disjoint intervals that has occurred after this interval and that we add to the our answer. So there are 3 phases like previous intervals, insert, and post intervals. There are 3 phases are going to be there. So let's take first the size of this intervals dot length. Okay, and create, let's say for time being, a array list of integer array. Let's name it answer. New array list. Let's take a variable and I equal to 0. So we'll try which were the what are the previous intervals, the intervals that occurred previous to the new intervals and not overlapping. We'll check for this case. So I is less than sj, and intervals I comma 1 is less than new interval. We are checking here the intervals that has completely ended before this new interval starts. So for these intervals, we simply add them to our answer. And I plus plus. So it could be the case that all the intervals are are greater than the new interval. So in this case, I should be equal to n. So if I equal to sj, then we simply need to add this interval. New interval. If this is not the case actually, then there could be various possibilities. Like the new interval could intersect with the current ith interval, or it is disjoint with the current ith interval. So we'll have to check if it is not intersecting. Okay, so we'll check like intervals I comma 1. Let's check if it is not intersecting, then it is completely greater than uh, it's like 0 is greater than new interval 1. In this case, we need to add answer dot add new interval. If it is intersecting, we have considered if it is not intersecting in the f block. Now we are going to consider if it is intersecting. So we'll need to find the intersecting leftmost interval, leftmost start and rightmost end. That that is this interval is intersecting with. So let's say the first is going to the math dot minimum of new interval 0 and intervals I comma 0, and last would be math dot max new interval 1 intervals I comma 1. We'll check like, let's take an iterator and idx equal to, okay, let's say I only. So while I less than sj and last is greater than or equal to intervals I comma 0, then last would be equal to math dot max last comma intervals I comma 1 and I plus plus. After that we need to add it, answer dot add new int first comma last. After that we need to check if any other intervals are remaining or not. So we'll check while if I is less than size, then we simply add answer dot add intervals I plus plus. So we have added all the intervals and inserted the interval successfully. So we need to return the output in the form of integer 2D array. So let's create it. First we need to find the size of the answer, and now we are going to create an 2D integer array of size n cross 2 and equal to 0 plus plus. plus I comma 0 equal to comma 0 1 at I comma 1. So in this way we'll return this resultant array. Let's try to run this. So it is giving me error new intervals. Okay, let's make it II. So yeah, it is running correctly. Let's try on the another input. And the interval is 4 comma 8. Why it is giving error? Okay, this should not be there. Yeah, so it is running perfectly fine. Let's handle the null case now. If travels equal to null, return new interval. Return new interval. Let's check one other case. Intervals dot length equal to 0, then we need to simply return new int. We'll need to convert it into like let's try to submit it. Yeah, so it is accepted perfectly fine. So there is no null case actually, and if there is any null case, then you need to return the empty list. That's it. So hope you have understood this concept and enjoyed this video of inserting intervals into an array of sorted intervals. So for more videos like that, do subscribe my channel and thank you for watching.